Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Manchester United.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. Sir Jim Gabriel Martinelli, scorer of that goal, which finally put one of his team's greatest hoodoos to bed.
Against the City.
He gets big! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Pete.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And that was very necessary. Looking for options for Mooch. Chance for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Pull it. Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Tries to play it through. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And that's put paid to a promising move. That's really well manoeuvred. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Out to the left it goes. Pullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rui Costa. And it's Messi. Lahm delivers. Played it again. And the ball is out of play. Ferdinand. Rijkaard. Japan looking to pass their way through. Luis Suarez. Now it's Rui Costa. Araujo. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Rui Costa. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, super ball. Messi. Now there's a find. Luis Suarez! He has done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That is... and that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto?
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
Yeah. And this is Hullet.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He is through here. Hullet. It's Van der Vaart. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Pelé. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Can he finish? Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Otto tries to pass it through. Messi. Lahm. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Manchester United are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Otto.
El Paso Locomotive clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Now it's Pele. Shot! No mistake! Looking to play him in. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
El Paso Locomotive clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, what a ball! Can he finish? Goal! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Threads one in, it's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi. Hoisted in.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
There will be a throw-in. Hullet. Serginho. And this is Hullet. Pele. And he's got the beating of his man. Over to the left. He's got away. Serginho. Up he goes!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Figo. Messi.
Manchester United truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And here's Rui Costa. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Ibrahimovic. Can he latch on to this? Cruyff. He's picked his way through. Oh, important interception. Messi.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Nicely weighted ball. Bale. Ibrahimovic. Decent chance! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And it's half-time here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Manchester United really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate. That's going in strongly. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Tries to play it through, and this is Rui Costa. He's having a shot! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Manchester United do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Luis Suarez. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's tried one! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that's definitely not his best.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Knocks it out wide. And it's Hullet. Hullet. Deftly away. And he cuts out the supply. He's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for the run. That looks a good ball through. Terrific header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And this is Hullet. Shoots! And he gets rid in a hurry. Cruyff. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's away! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Pelé. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. Rijkaard. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played, well played. Hullet. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Hullet. Hullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well timed, excellent interception. Azar, and the counter is on. And it's Figo, Ibrahimovic. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Hullet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's picked out the run. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's onside. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Serginho. Pullet providing an outlet on that flank. Well, that pass isn't the best. Some resolute defending there. Pullet. Ibrahimovic. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he shoots! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he could smile about it, seeing as there are a couple of goals up.
Hullet. Coming on to replace him is number 18, De Bruyne.
De Bruyne. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Could be danger here. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee.
On the field, number 10.
So there's going to be another change here.
Number 9, Rafael van der Vaart. Coming on the
Now
field,
it's Luis Suarez.
number 8, Messi.
Chouameni,
Number 19,
foot in.
Chouameni.
There won't be another chance after this one. Ibrahimovic! They've done it! With so little time left, grandstand finish. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
And a shot! And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Luis Suarez. Hazard in acres of space out wide. And that was very necessary. And that will be the final act. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
And this is Ronaldo. Referee's given a throw. And here's Platini. And it's Nedved. Otto gets into some space. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Robertson. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. That has been cut short. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And he's got the beating of his man. Nedved was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a searching pass. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Bale. Otto gets over and intercepts. Can he get onto this? Can he finish? It's there! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Pumas have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Kante promptly onto that, and that is that. Can he get it through? Oh, he's been caught on it here! Oh, that's fabulous. Spread out to the left. Forward it goes. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's shifted and he shoots! And the pass is intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's picked it up out wide. And he whips it in. Van Nistelrooy. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. Lahm. And it's Michel Platini. That is a great pick out. Shoots! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Pumas are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That is good alertness. Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played into space.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's beautifully weighted. Cristiano Ronaldo! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And this is Ronaldo. Figo. Rui Costa. Oh, super find. And he's in on goal. And the finish! Van Nistelrooy. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Ferdinand. And they've got rid.
There will be one.
That looks a decent ball. And he's worked it through. Oh, what has happened here? Climbs up big! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Well, one moment you're in possession, and we're done. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Aimed beyond the defence.
And he's surging through.
Shoots! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So, a breakthrough already.
Now it's Owen, and he's in, and Messi! And that's caused a worry or two. Played through into space. Beckham receives it in a wide position.
Figo.
Tries to get it clear. Knocks it into space. Flashes it, he rises! It's hit the upright. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Well, they can break here.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well timed, excellent interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Kakitani. Kakitani! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Spread out to the left. Great chance! And that is wildly off target.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Messi.
Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now, can they get him away? Now it's Messi. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Figo, played into space. Bale is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, he's been caught napping!
Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
This then to draw level.
Terrific save by Abbiati. Well, would you believe that?
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Can he get it through? And he plays... It's Ibrahimovic!
Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Ibrahimovic deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Turns back here, probably the best option. He won't be happy with that one. And that was nowhere near his best. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. It's played through for him. Now there's takes a shot! Goal! Japan are level!
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And the shot! Goal! Japan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but...
Kakitani! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop.
It's Kakitani! Looking to play him in. Now it's Beckham. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Spread neatly. Figo. Fired deep towards the back post. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the volley. Lacking in accuracy.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Not the most accurate pass. Thuram. Van der Sar sends that a long way. Oh, a delicate chip through. Back into the middle. He's had a shot! Superb goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Japan get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Looking for the run. Messi. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's there to get it away. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 30.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Number 7, Bergkamp.
Ferdinand. Thuram. Oh, terrible pass. Now it's Beckham. And it's Messi. Rijkaard. Bergkamp is onto this. Japan can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Cannavaro does really well to win the ball there. Gerrard. And it's Ferdinand. It's Pirlo. And here's Beckham. Nice sequence of passes, this. Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's got away. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And he's forced to go back. Gerrard tries to play it through. Bergkamp. Now it's Kakitani. Kukcu is the distributor. Kakitani! It's run loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Gerrard. Looking for a runner. And here's Bale.
Bale really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, that's fabulous. And he's quick to get it clear again. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Belletti. Rijkaard. Here's a sharp little ball here. There's the shot! They've done it! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He can get that clear. No foul, says the referee. Drives it in. And they're back on the ball again. That's a cute ball. Takes aim and crosses. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And now the breakaway. Oh, that's a key interception. Kakatani. Great vision. Gerrard spots it and intercepts. Luis Suarez under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so...
Oh, he's taken it. Played out towards the right wing. Delivers the ball. Bastoni gets it away. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. So their 4th corner of the game. That is good strength. And he's there to make the challenge.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
No, that's been intercepted. That's headed upfield. And he's lost his man here. Figo. And he shoots! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Japan take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Now it's Beckham. Looking for options for movement. Ibrahimovic. And a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Bergkamp. And there goes the final whistle. Japan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Ibrahimovic picking up... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Van Bouten gets over and intercepts. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And instinctively he gets big. Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he shoots! Knocks it into space. Now it's Scholes. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Now, what about a counter-attack? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Quarter of an hour played. That's headed upfield.
Japan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence.
Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Can he get it through? And he cuts out the supply. Bale. Xavi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, easy pickings there. He's found a way past. Bale defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Spread it left. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar. Can he spark a counter here? Xavi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. Luis Suarez! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Neymar. And it's Xavi. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Thinks about the shot. He's got tall. And he hits the net. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Japan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Van Bouten wins the duel this time. Nice looking ball. Well, that has not gone well. Xavi. Now, can they get him away? Look, and the shot! It's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter.
Header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Belletti. Tries to pass it through. Goes for a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Ibrahimovic deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Del Piero. And now they can spring out of defence.
Added time.
There's a sharp little ball here. Suarez looks to get on the end of this. And it's Neymar. Looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Look, that might have been telegraphed, but it's superb awareness.
Here's the whistle for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Japan are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Ball is over the line. Ah, good steal. He just read it. That's an imaginative pass. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Messi. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Del Piero.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Scholes. Gerrard. Figo. Into the channel. Hangs one. Oh, what a climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Belletti. Ball played for Xavi. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating.
Ibrahimovic! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Suarez. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. It's a pretty loose pass. The ball has bounced loose now. Nice interception, well timed. Xavi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That ball looks a good one. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Bale gets into a good position. Well, that pass isn't the best. Gerrard. Ibrahimovic. He's in a good position here. Neymar. Xavi. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Adams spots it and intercepts. And it's Neymar. And he's worked it through. Messi.
Nakon Rachazima really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would...
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Japan have themselves a chance from the spot. Buffon, in the context of the game, he must save it. Brilliant save from Buffon! And that would have won it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Substitution in progress.
Japan have their third corner.
Japan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Figo. Looking for a runner. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Beckham picks it up out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Gerrard. And this is Luis Suarez. Del Piero.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Chance, surely! He has done it! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
No, that's been intercepted. Now he's off and running. Now it's Perez. Now it's Del Piero.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Rijkaard. Oh, they can break here. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. That's that, the end. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So off we go then.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong and absolutely gifted.
It's gone out for a throw-in. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Figo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
In with the challenge. Could move up a gear here. That has not gone well. Jordan Henderson. Kane. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Figo. And here's Suarez. And it's Figo. It's Figo! Oh, it's come loose. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Gerrard. That's very neat. And that's aimed into the... Climbs up big! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Rijkaard. And it's been given away. He's through, it's one-on-one. Tries a shot! Goal! Milan! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Japan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. McAllister.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pass is just off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Beckham. And here's Ibrahimovic. Great vision. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard plays it long. Thuram gets across to intercept that. It'll be a throw-in. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a good run down the left. Great run on the overlap here. That is good strength.
Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, easy pickings there. Lobbed in behind. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well timed, excellent interception. And it's made its way to him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's picked his way through. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Rijkaard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Looking for options for movement. Pirlo. McAllister goes sliding in. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well seen, saw that coming. Figo. Now it's Luis Suarez. Looking for the run. And that has left him in a heap. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Figo, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Figo. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And here's Bale. Played with finesse. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Rijkaard going vertical.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now that looks a decent ball. Chance, surely! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's McAllister. And this is Kane. Chance! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Rijkaard gets good distance on it. Quick look, then plays it in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Bale being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
And we
10,
have our very first
numero
corner.
22, numero 18, numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 5, il numero 24, il numero 14.
They've played it
il
short.
numero 20.
Chucky!
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
It's their second corner of the game. That's really well manoeuvred. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Some resolute defending there. Jordan Henderson. Milan looking to pass their way through. That's been slipped through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mukiele. Mukiele's delivery. Punched away. Vigo. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. Saliba. And Gehi. Japan have a free kick. Mukiele. Saliba. And it's Mukiele. And it's with the keeper. Saliba. Jordan Henderson. And it's Bale. And this is Luis Suarez. It's not an especially good pass, that. Bellingham. Jordan Henderson. Pirlo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gerrard. Can he spark a counter here? Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? It's a goal!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 27. Silvestre. Viene sostituito con
So,
il
time for changes
numero 21.
on both sides,
Attenzione, un
actually.
cambio.
Japan get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Not the most convincing of passes. Jordan Henderson. Japan are looking desperate here, short on time and options. Look, they're just the goalkeeper to beat. Into the last 5 minutes. And here's Lewandowski. Shot at goal! Oh, taken with style.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul.
It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Out to the left it goes. He's had it taken off him. 5 minutes to add. Can he get it through? Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's hit the bar! Swings in a big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Kamavinga. Oh, this looks sharp. He's found a way through. Lovely feet. And the ball's come loose here. And that will be it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Japan against Paris Saint-Germain.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he... A header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Thuram spots it and intercepts. Japan looking to pass their way through. Isco. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, easy pickings there. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's hoisted clear. And it's Beckham. Now, can they get... Real chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good! And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Can he get on the end of this? He is through here. Gerrard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Makalele. Knocks it out wide. Cafu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a searching pass. Engages and forces him off the ball. Not the most accurate pass. No, that's been intercepted. Davids. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Vieira.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Lam. And he's managed to get free. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Ribéry with the short one. Played into the box. Japan have the chance to go the other way. And that's really well manoeuvred. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pirlo gets a foot in here. He won't be happy with that one. Davids. Rijkaard. Lam. Now Davids. And it's Makalele. Cannavaro. Cafu. Looking for options for movement. Great vision. Ribéry gets into a good position. Cafu. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Makalele. That's Cannavaro. Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. Tries to pass it through. A probing pass. Vieira calmly anticipates. And that is out of play. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Gerrard. Oh, this looks sharp. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Threads one in. And the shot! Oh, and it's come back out to him. Goal! Japan! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's got away. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Great defending, strong and determined.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run. Thinks about... It's Ibrahimovic! Quality ball. pull it. And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another and we know it's an awful long way back.
Japan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Takes a shot! Sticks it away! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Complete awareness, he understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Ibrahimovic really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Can he finish? He has done it! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Thuram. Pirlo. Rui Costa puts his foot on the gas. And there's green grass ahead of him. Can he finish? He scores! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Terrific header! And it's there! And they are cruising away. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Japan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's Davids. Knocks it into space. Ribery is flagged offside. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Luis Suarez tries to play it through. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Makaleli. Ribery. And he's worked it through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Big chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Substitution on the field.
Vietnam
7,
have their third
Ribery.
corner.
Number 26.
They've played it
Davids.
short. Good ball, good take. Hangs in across. Oh, what a collide!
Number 24.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Goes looking wide. There's a sharp little ball here. And it's Bale. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Looking for a runner. Neatly clipped into space. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Aimed beyond the defence, back into the middle. Nicely shaped ball. Dink through. Ah, that's a fine interception. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Decent chance! It's there! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
How many? Just how many? Japan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Cafu. And here's Ibrahimovic. And this is Stoichkov. Stoichkov unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, it's played into the area. Pirlo. That's tidy. And here's Ibrahimovic. Makaleli. And this is Stoichkov.
There will be 5
And the
minutes
shot!
added time.
Keeper always had the measure of that. And here's Stoichkov. Scholes. Scholes! Oh, impressive strike. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Luis Suarez. Scholes. And it's Hullet. Now it's Hullet. He has found the way through. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. And that will be the final act. Japan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And it's Bale. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Quality ball. This might spell danger. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Raul. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Threads one in. Tries to play it through. Oh, well measured. Gerrard. Played out to the right. Bale. Luis Suarez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's had a hit! Oh, it rattles the bar! And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Raul. Thuram makes the interception. Now it's Rui Costa. Ibrahimovic. There's the shot! Goal! Japan! First blood drawn. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Real chance! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Japan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's Gerrard. He's found a way through. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Japan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Raul. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Played through into space. Beckham in acres of space out wide. And that has been knocked clear. Tries a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Rui Costa. Bale, very much a man of this moment. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Over to the left. Tries to pass it through. No, no way through there. Could move up a gear here. That has not gone well. Can he get it through? Well, played right into his... It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Ibrahimovic has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Japan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Now, this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once.
Substitution.
Adams has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
Japan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. No second thought, a straight red card. Madrid now find themselves down to 9 men. Rijkaard. Rui Costa. Bale. Rijkaard. Beckenbauer. That's Rijkaard.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Beckenbauer. Now Ruben Diaz. And it's with the keeper. Hernandez. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Japan clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Japan ahead 2-0 and they are looking good. And the second half gets underway. And it's Van Dijk. Ball played for Rijkaard. Ruben Diaz. Now Costa Curta. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Rijkaard. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition. Japan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Rijkaard.
Thuram. Thuram. Rijkaard. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Thuram. And it's Rijkaard. Ferdinand. To Thuram. And back to the keeper they go. Rijkaard. Thuram. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Thuram. Pirlo. Rijkaard.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Pirlo. And it's Thuram. Rijkaard. Ferdinand. Not the most convincing of passes. Bale. Japan have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Now there's a fine ball. Crosses. Header! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, didn't catch it right.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Hernandez. Looking to play him in. And he cuts out the supply. Ferdinand. Thuram. Ferdinand. Rui Costa, at his creative best, he set up 2 goals. That's Thuram. And it's Beckham. And that will be the final act. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Manchester United.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot. And
Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
that's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Great chance! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. And that's really well manoeuvred. Japan finding their passes. Well, they've got it again. And that has left him in a heap. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Beckenbauer can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Rui Costa. Played into space. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's bustling through here. He can get that clear. Rui Costa. Rui Costa going face-to-face with his great rival. Defending of the desperate variety. And a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that should get the job done.
Japan clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Not the most accurate pass. And he cuts out the supply.
Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Crunching tackle. Nicely spread. Bernardo Silva will not want to lose out here, not against this. A big header! Oh, terrible. And another try! Thuram getting this one clear. And this is Bernardo Silva. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 2 then. Distributed tidily. Played into the middle. He rises! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Can he get it through? 15 minutes till half-time. Costa Curta.
Manchester United really are trying to go early and direct here, Peter. There's definitely a a conscious effort to almost bypass midfield and get someone in quickly.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And the long ball is ridiculed somewhat, but long passing will always have a respect, particularly if it picks out the movement up front, of course.
This looks promising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Forlan. No, that's been intercepted. Ferdinand. Rui Costa. Japan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Forlan! Oh, screamer! He's got himself an absolute peach. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Not so much sophistication as doggedness. And that's it. Well, that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my